think so. I gave this one last week. Did I give anything else?
I think this was all we got last week. We
Yeah.
did a lot of the exercises.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we went through a bunch. Did you have this one?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's,
And then, I think you had this guy, right?
no.
No?
I missed two, so.
I'm not sure when I gave this one now.
Okay.
Not sure. But if you have it, you're more than welcome to give it back.
Nope,
So.
I don't think I have it, so thank you.
Alright, so
We got as far as Eporoi with Appley.
Yep. So my plan today is kind of up to you guys. So I'm fine with doing one of two things. Either looking at more jumps and kind of going through how they work and their mathematics behind them, or looking at rhythm and how to go faster. And the rhythm is kind of confusing because it's backwards to the way that Western music works. So it deserves multiple mentionings, so either way is fine with me. So I don't know if you guys have a preference on jumping versus moving faster.
Whatever you think works best in our learning.
In the learning scheme of things. Let's do a little bit of the jumps and the math, and we'll see how far we get. So first we'll sing the scale right there, and then I'll rehash what we learned and then keep moving forward. So if that's our ni pa vu ga di ke zo ni za ke di va vu pa ni. So I hope eventually that'll kind of sink in, and so you'll remember it. But just to rehash what we learned before, that guy is our Isan, right? And he means
Stay the same.
Yep, stay the same. Then we have our Oligon.
Up one.
Up one. We have our Opostrophos.
Down one.
Down one. And then we have, let's see, what else did we do? We had this guy, our Pentasti.
Up one flutter.
Up one with a flutter or stressed, yeah.
Kentimata.
Yep. And he is
Slide up one.
Yep, slur up one. And then we had the Iporoi, I guess.
Down two.
Yep, he consecutively.
Down one.
Yeah, down one. So minus one. Let's see. Is that everything that we learned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 4 more symbols to learn, and then we're done all the ascending and descending symbols. So I think that's anything else we learned?
The rest.
Yeah. So yeah, the other guys, I'll put that in like a little box over here, is we learned if we have something like this with that guy, our Klasma, this is now 2 beats. If we have
Varia.
an Apostrophos with a dot underneath, he's also 2 beats, that's our Uppli. If we have this with 2 dots, now it's 1 plus 2 is 3 beats.
Dipli.
Yeah, Dipli. And then if we have, same thing, Tripli, which is 4 beats. Yeah, we had our Varia, our stress. So if I do something like that, then that's emphasis on that note. So that's just ni, as opposed to ni. It just gets emphasized there. And then the final thing was that if we combine this Varia, your stress, with your Uppli, your dot,
it becomes a rest.
yeah, you stress time.
Oh.
So then that becomes your rest. You
Okay.
pause. And then if you want to pause more, you just put another dot there. So that'd be a 2 beat rest, and then a 3 beat rest would be 3 dots. Right? So, and then we also had your cross, which is your breath mark. Yeah. Cool. And then we also, I guess the other thing that we did was we started combining symbols, right? So we read left to right and bottom up if we're ascending, and top down if we're descending. So then if we do our Oligon with our Kentimata on top, he means up one, but we can split them up and be this. If we do the opposite and we have them reversed, again we read bottom up, so we do the Kentimata first, followed by our Oligon. And then we saw places where we kind of bar symbols together. So if we have our Ison Falabar Kandimata, we can bar them together, and this becomes one symbol combo, and just the same as if they were separate, but they're kind of barred underneath. And the same thing, you can replace the Isom with anything descending and go with it. Any questions? So we've done a good bit. So, you want to sing a few things, and then we'll start looking at new stuff.
Sure.
So let's go to the Byzantine notation manual, the big thicker packet, and then we'll go to, let's say, exercise. Let's go to 15. Alright, so 15, we'll sing it with ni pa vu, because we just go ni and then pa vu ga vu pa ni. So that's our ni. 1, 2, ni ni pa 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 vu 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 ga 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 vu 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 pa 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 ni zo ni. Cool. Make sense?
Now I'm hungry.
For panini? Or
Not really, but
so then we have our
eating food.
the appli, and then we'll just keep pushing forward. Let's go to 21. Just skipping through the things that we've already done. Let's do this on La. And this one is triple meter. So that'll be our knee. 1, 2, 3. La 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 Nice. So skipping forward more. Let's go to number 28. This is your single beat rest, your 1 beat rest. That'll be our knee. Number 28. 1, 2, knee, pa, vu, pa, ni, zo, ni. Nice. Straightforward. And then let's keep going. Let's go to 32. And we'll sing this one with the words. And this is just a few combined symbols there.
And just to verify, the Trinity is on the flutter is on the second beat, just before the second beat.
The train.
Oh, and then my question was, where do you put the N?
Train.
So that's written wrong.
Nope. At least in the way of writing music, you always follow dictionary separations. So at least in any Western music, if you look at a dictionary, it's trin, I, T.
Right.
You wouldn't pronounce the N with the first part because you connect it to the second word letter. But that's just the way that words are separated in general.
syllables always start with a
Okay.
consonant. Sorry, I'm a rebel.
So like if you look at spirit.
Trinity.
Yeah, and but then if you saw
Wait,
that,
so are you
you
doing
could
the
see
N on the
try.
same note?
Hmm?
You're fluttering up and going back down in the same note for the N?
Trinity.
No, you're going down on N.
Hmm. This is the convention of modern Western music. I don't know.
That's not what it's written here as, though.
Like the Trinity wasn't confusing enough.
Be a rebel and don't tell anybody.
If you look at
Well, if I'm trying to follow this, you know what I mean, and I
Mhm.
want to learn how to do it correctly, like to me it looks like the N should be on the down, like.
Oh yeah. Well, the I mean, but the way that you would sing it and like as a vocal person, you would never go Trin.
I know.
So,
I know. That's why it's strange to me.
Yeah, I think if you look at a lot of just the Western, 5-line music, you'll see that the actual spacing of the words is dictionary the way that the dictionary separates it.
I have changed things like that on
Yeah.
music so that I don't mess up.
A lot of our music in our choir is actually changed because people would cross out the end and put it on the next one.
Right.
And then that confuses me because then I say try.
Oh. Sometimes I do it both ways.
Mhm.
Like I might move it back so instead of saying try.
Yeah. So, I mean, but if you look at the dictionary, they do separate it like this.
Okay.
So, why the dictionary does that, I don't know. Same with spirit, same with, like, holy is different. Father, I had to look up because I wasn't sure if it was fath, or if they separate it fa and thir. But, I'll double check on that though, but I'm pretty sure that's just the convention of Western music, at least in English. So, 32. Let's sing with the words. 1, 2. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, the Trinity, one in essence and undivided. Nice. And then 33, A Mercy of Peace. 1, 2. A mercy of peace, a sacrifice of praise.
Sorry, I was reverting back to what I know as opposed
Okay.
to.
Oh, I said the music wise.
Mhm.
No problem. Any questions on those? All right, so let's go to let's do 34 and 35, and then we'll start introducing new stuff. So 34. 1, 2, 3. La 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 Nice. And then 35, which is our opposite of that symbol. It's the upside down guy. This is a triple meter. 1, 2, 3. La 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 Nice. And so that all gets blurred together. And then our iparoi, which is the last thing that we did, just is your downman downman. And so we'll do 36 and then we'll move on. Ne agye. 1, 2, 3. La 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 Nice. Any questions there? Alright, and did we do the iparoi with the aptly?
It just means hold next week.
Yep. So, yeah, because the dot goes on the bottom, it applies to the second of the two. If something went on the top,
right.
it would apply to the first of the two. So because it's on the second, we extend that for a beat. So let's do 39 and then we'll move forward to bigger and better things. So 39.
You don't have one with that on top of it.
Nope. That you never really see one with a dot on the top. But you see other things on the top, which is why I mentioned that. So when we see more than one thing, then you'll recall what had been spoken before. So, ni 3, 4, la 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 Nice. That little flutter jumps in at the end. Alright. So now we get to start jumping. And so this is where things can get not complicated, but a little bit more interesting. So to jump, we started introducing new symbols. So we saw 6 of our symbols already, and we'll probably finish them all out today. And then you're done except for rhythm. So you have, what we saw before is you have your pendimata, which looks like this guy. And then if you take away one of them, in Greek, kendimata is plural, so you have multiple. So you take away one, you have a kendima.
So kentimata is the plural of kendima.
Yep. So yeah, just ending the ata at the end, change it to plural. So this is
Apparently I
just
used to call my sister Ata when I was a kid. Her name's Anita.
Oh. So then this guy has a specific meaning, and he means up to, so plus 2. So a jump from ni to vu, pa to ga, you just go up to. So pa vu ga, pa ga, when you see him. Now the difficulty is that he's a rather tiny guy, so he oftentimes gets a helper, and he gets the oligon as his helper. So the oligon just sits on the side, giving him a little bit more width, and he doesn't act as anything. He's inactive. He's just kind of sitting there. So this means plus 2. If this is only written when you're going to stay the same or go up after it, and if you're going to go down afterwards, then this guy gets moved to the bottom. So this also means plus 2. So just 2 different ways of writing it, and this is specifically because in music, to help you with sight reading purposes, if you write it in 2 different ways, same symbol, but this tells you what's going to come after it. You know, you're going to go down, this one says stay the same or go up afterwards. So, no matter what.
So you're going to go down 2, and then after you go down 2, you're going to go down again?
Oh, no. So you always go up 2, but after you do this jump, the next symbol will be down of some sort. Or if you see this symbol.
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah. So, so you got this guy, and then to go down to, you have this guy, elafon. Down to. So, this would go, li, go down to, gabu, sa, di, bu. And then if you saw this guy, it would be, hu, li.
Your left one looks different than this one.
Such as the typeset. Theirs looks more like that.
It looks like an upside down
Katasti.
Katasti.
Yep, so more like this maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not fun with from a calligraphic standpoint, but yeah. So,
You'll have to create your own symbol.
yeah.
Put in whatever dot or whatever.
So you have these 2, and then we'll start introducing more guys after we sing a little bit with him. So, do you have the beginners, like there's a packet with big symbols? Just a little, the simple exercises.
This one?
Yeah, that one. So we're gonna go do that a little bit. Let me find it on my computer real quick.
126. Second to last page.
Okay. Okay, so yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, so it should be.
There's no page number.
Yeah, it should just say 1 dash. Yep.
Oh, there. Okay. I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, so after it should say like 116, 117, 118, and then the next page is 1 dash blank.
It's in progress.
Yeah. I ended up mixing and matching what one of my friends did, so. Actually, let's start at 116. The one right before that. So this one, we start with ni. So it's our ni, and everything is isan except for our little jump of up to. So this one would be ni vu 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 vu. So we'll sing through a bunch of these and just see how it goes. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Ni vu 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 vu. Number 17. Ni vu 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 pa. All right, number 18. Ni. Pa pa sense? Alright, next page with the lack of numbers. So this one,
Lack of numbers page.
we start on ni,
Found it.
we jump up 2, and then we jump down 2, and we end on ni. So, let's make this our ni. You know where we are, Candace?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. This
So-
means up to.
Oh. Alright,
Yep.
I'll just listen.
we just got there. So you can jump right along, jump right in.
Okay.
So if that's our ni, so this will be ni vo ni.
One more time
So
around
ni
the
pa
tongue
vo.
guys.
Ni vo ni.
Did you hear me? I went.
Yep. And you do find chanters every so often where they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, and they count and they're like 1, 2, and then they figure out what the next note is if they're not so sure. But ni vo ni. Next one. Ni vo ni. Next one is the first one in this packet where we don't start on Isan, we start on something else. So if that's our ni vo ni pa. Nice. Next one. Ni vo ni. All right, next one. Vo pa vo ni. And let's slur that one with on la so we can see how it works. La la la. Nice.
I don't know
Alright.
why I always have problems, even in Western music, with sight reading a third
Mhm.
for some reason.
Hopefully this will help you eventually down the line and just go ni pa vo and see where it comes.
I just don't know why. I always have trouble with thirds.
So
I always go like a fourth or something.
the fourth is easier to do sometimes. It's more kind of intuitive. So before we go and we do some more complicated exercises, I'd like to continue to introduce some more guys. So I'll kind of summarize these. So we had our this one is +2, and this one is our -2. Now, what happens is that there's 2 ways to do this. I think I mentioned last week. Is one way is memorization, and one way is math. So you can memorize that this means up 2 and disregard everything I say. You can memorize that this is down 2 and disregard everything I say. And that's one method, and that's how I learned. But then there is math behind this, such that this guy means up 2, and this is inactive currently, which is what I said. But if you put them on top of each other, now they add together. So this is 2, and this is 1, right? So this is up 3. This is a jump from.
So you're teaching us a new symbol.
Yep. So this is ni to ka. This means up 3.
Fourth.
Yep. So up 4.
It's not in here.
Hmm?
In this. It's not in this one.
Did I not get there in that one?
Oh, I don't know. No, that's it.
Okay. I've made a few new pages that I printed out. So.
But I mean, you have it in here, so I mean.
And I have more things to hand out.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
still working on the English side of the packet.
Yeah.
So you have this guy. And then to do this, it's the same thing, except he gets an apostrophos inside of him. So it's almost as if he ate an apostrophos and it's in his belly. He swallowed it, Jonah and the whale. So this means down 3. 2 plus
Like
1.
an error.
2 plus 1 is 3. Yeah. So now we start, if you notice, like we're just combining. This is not really a new symbol, it's just 2 plus 1. But you could memorize this and just know this means down 3.
Right.
So this would be ga ni ga. So there's those guys. Okay, and then I'm just gonna finish it out. So that was right now we've learned, let's see, 6. We learned 7 and 8, and 7's gonna do 9 and 10 just to get it done with and just to get it out of the way. And so there's another guy which looks like that, and he's called Ipsili. And so he means what is the natural consequence. He means up 4. But again, he's a small guy. He needs some space, so he gets an oligon there. So in general, what you'll notice is that if the oligon is kind of sitting on if your symbol is sitting on the side of the oligon, your oligon is inactive. He doesn't add anything, so he still means 0. So 4 is just what it means. 2 is what it means. But if we put him like in the middle or on the side, now this is 4 plus 1. This is plus 5. So these add together. So active and inactive ways of adding things. And then, to complete it on the downward side, you have this symbol, which is called kamili. And he means down 4.
Kind of looks like a 4.
Yeah. And that's all the symbols. So, wonderful. There you go. That's all 10 symbols. So, and then there's other ones that are like combinations, so we'll go through those.
So there's no 6.
Hmm?
There's no 6 and 7.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all math after that. So you can either memorize or you can do math. Whichever way is preferable. Some people like to do the math and some people like to memorize. So, let's say for this one, how do I go down 5? Let me just
Add a 1.
add a 1.
Oh.
Okay? So this is down 5. Okay? And then if I want to go down 6,
It does look like a 4 if you look
you just
at
add it down 2. So this is down 4 plus down 2 is down 6. Okay? And then to do down, let me make it a little bit tighter here. So this one is plus 4. This is plus 5. So now, so this guy's on the side, so the oligon is inactive. And this is 4, and this one's 2, which we said. So 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 6. And then to round it all out, because this is going up 7, so this is ni de sol. It's much more final if you can actually go ni de ni. So we'll do that. So if I do something like this, now everybody adds together. They're all sitting right on top of each other. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 4. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. So up 7, which takes us from ni up to ni. All just adding together. So ni 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if we do the same thing on the other side, we can just keep adding. So before we saw this was down 6, let's just add the post inside. Down 7.
Look at that.
So they all start just combining, you know. And if you want to go down 8, the easiest way is to do 4s. You know, so it's all now it's all math. It's all just combining symbols. Does that make sense? Now again, if you don't like math, ignore all of this and just go to the cheat sheet and just know that this is.
No, it's neat to know to see it.
Some people have found it helpful. Some people find it, kind of tedious. But if you ever look at a symbol and you're like, I don't know what that means, you can kind of parse it and take it apart and say, okay, 2 plus 1, this one's inactive, and there you go.
I think it's helpful.
So, just before we go and do some things, I'll just write all the little symbols that we learned. So, we had this guy, right? This guy. We had this guy. This guy. One of them. And then we have this guy. And then on the downside, this one. This. Here are equally. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's everybody. That's the whole family. So it's up and down, ascending and descending. and everything else is just nuances of other things. So, any questions on those?
So we're good to go. We can sing anything.
Yeah. You can look at a piece of music and be like, I know what that is. So, let's go to the same packet that we were just with the big notes on it. So if we go to the one that says 121 there. So that'll be our knee.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh, with the big notes. Yep.
what number?
21.
Thank you.
So we'll sing it on Ni Pavuga. Ni Pavuga ga ga. Number 22. Ni ga 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 ga. And that guy again means, what does he mean?
Up to this one?
Yeah, that one.
Up three.
Up 3.
This one?
So Ni Pavuga.
I sang it right.
Yep. Well done. No, so
That's what I started. I thought it was a third and I did a fourth.
Well, there, I guess it's working. So yeah, up 3, so 2 plus 1. And so number 23. Ni ga 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 vo. Number 24. Ni ga ga vo pa ni. Number 25. Ni ga ga vo pa vo ga. All right, number 26. We're gonna start on something that's not ni. We're gonna start on pa. So if that's our ni, this is our pa. So now we're on a different scale. Pa vo ga di ke di ga vo pa. It's the next one in the set.
It's kind of pretty, huh?
Yeah. So we've gone into a minor scale just by going up one note. So this one, we'll sing with the note names again. Pa pa vo ga di di. Number 27.
Can we go back down? That was good.
Oh, di ga vo pa pa. Number 27. So, pa di ga vo pa. Number 28. Vi ga vo pa. Number 29. Vi ga vo ga di. Number 30. Vi ga vo ga ga di. Now before we move on, what I'd like to do is write something on the board, which is very similar to what we just sang. The national anthem of the Byzantine Empire.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what we had just a second ago, except we had an oligo in there instead, was di ga vo ga ga di di. Which if I write in, instead of O Lord save thy people, sometimes they translate it save, O Lord, thy people.
Is that the one that goes on? Lord, save thy people and fight. Okay.
So this would be save, O Lord, thy people. So how we sing it together? So save, O quickly from the Troparion of September 14th, or anything of the cross, or anything representing the church. So, all right. So, that's at least another purview into music. So let's see. So how much do you have in the other packet? the thicker packet.
Then we have like
Okay, cool. Because I keep adding things to mine. So, yeah. So you have number 40.
45 is the last.
Okay, good.
46 actually.
Oh, except for that's exactly what I have right here. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to 40. Yep, and this one, it'd be wonderful to do on Nipabu, but it gets really tedious and really tiring. So I will leave that as a home exercise, and then for the moment we'll just do law. So, for the moment, just because it'll go more quickly. So let's do 40, and this is just again up 2, down 2, and yeah. So that'll be our knee. Let's do la. 1, 2. La 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 as a patron. La 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 la. Rest. La 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 Nice. Any questions
the way
there?
I look at this is like it's pushing me up, so it's telling me to go up.
Yep.
And then the other one's like,
Yep.
go down.
That's one way, at least for the Pet de Steve versus the Lafron, is that the Pet de Steve faces upwards and the Lafron faces downwards. That's one way that I used to memorize it, knowing which one was which, because they are mirror images of each other, and other things. So yeah. Let's go to 41. So that'll be our knee. 1, 2. La 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 So now you have a different symbol, and again, this is no new symbol, but he's just written in a certain way. So this is a fluttered symbol, because you've got to put the C there. But because they're written on top of each other, the way that this works is that they add together. So you end up, you have your patas L-legon adding together, meaning plus 2, but this one, because there's a patas there, he's stressed, and with a flutter, into his time. So, again, it's not really a new symbol, if you look at the math, but he kind of is a new symbol. So, up 2 with a flutter, we'll just do one.
So normally if it's without the obligon, it's just an up 1 with a flutter.
Mm-hmm.
But because it has the obligon, it means up 2 with a flutter.
Yep, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah, it just adds one more.
Oh, it adds 1. Got it. Ding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And there's reasons why you couldn't write it another way. You have to kind of have to write it this way. So, 42, 1, 2, la, 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 Next time.
Is it problem?
So
I got confused
okay.
at this part.
Which part?
It sounded like you were going up 2 instead of up 1.
Which one?
The second line, middle, right before the mud tibia.
Yep, I went up 2. La 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 la
I'm getting used to the one little thing. I'm getting used to the little,
the line? Or?
I'm getting used to the kintima.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so he's up 2.
That's next to it. See, I didn't look that far ahead.
Yep, yeah. You gotta, once you get used to them as like a unit, then...
Well, why don't they have like an obligon underneath of it? To make it so you see it as one unit.
Oh, because he's... I think that'd just be too many symbols. I don't know, that'd be just confusing. These are things that predate me by many thousands of years.
Or they should do it like they did it with the other ones. Just put it underneath. Oh wait, that means it's...
Different reason for writing it different ways. Yeah. So, you'll get used to them. It's like a language. You'll get used to it. And then if you notice, you have the repetus D next to your elafron, so just kind of showing your mirror image, getting used to those separate. Let's do 43. So that'll be our la, ni, 1, 2, la, 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 Nice. Okay, 44. This is a melody. This is from the Psalms. This is specifically from Vespers, the Lord I Cried psalm. That's what is that, 140? Depending upon who's counting. And so I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was no one, and there was none that did know me. If you think about this in the Psalms, again, everything's about Christ in general. And normally it's Christ that's speaking, or if it's not Christ, it's us talking to Christ, or somehow it's referring to Christ. Blessed is the man, that man is Christ. In Psalm 1, I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. This is again him hanging on the cross and looking, and all his disciples have fled from him. There is no one standing next to him except the beloved disciple John and his mother, and maybe a few other people that are kind of at a distance. And other psalms refer to them being at a distance, looking up at him. So he looked, and there was none of his right hand men there to support him, because they all fled. So 44.
Is that where we got right hand man from?
I wonder. I'll have to look. I don't know. So number 44. Straight with the words, or do you want to sing it on law first?
With the words.
With the words.
With the words.
All right. So the only things we have are up to flutter, and then everything else is pretty straightforward, up and down. And then at the end on did we have our down to, and then on no we have our up one our combo symbol, and on me our down to. So if that's our knee, 1, 2, 1. I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. Okay, let's do it again, a little faster. 1, 2, 1. I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. A little faster. 1, 2, 1. I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. And one more time, just a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1. I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. And in Vespers, these are all done rather quickly, so it'd be, I looked upon my right hand and beheld, and there was none that did know me. So if you can get to that point and like reading it and making sure that everything makes sense, eventually you have flight hath failed me, and there is none that watcheth out for my soul. And you keep going through all the Psalms after Lord I've cried. So 44a, I don't know why this was in the packet, but it's a Lutheran hymn, I believe. And so they have it in Greek, metered, and so they're skipping one verse, so I added the verse in. So if you happen to know this, yep. So we'll sing this with the words.
Catholic.
Hmm?
It's Catholic.
I think it's a lot of. It's in the hymnals.
Protestant
Yeah.
from when I was growing up,
Yep.
but I don't know originally if it was Catholic
Yeah.
or not, or did
Yep.
some.
So now you have it written in Byzantine notation, so we'll sing it with the words. Ne agie, Holy God, we praise thy name, Lord of all, we bow before thee. All on earth I'm just following the Byzantine manual and what they did. And this is if you listen online, simplistic version is this way. And then if you start connecting, it does happen.
Yeah, just slipping into how I do with the church.
Infinite, thy vast domain, everlasting is thy reign. So, there you go. Now you got Protestant hymns or Catholic hymns in Orthodox manual. So if you look at it and if you know the melody, then you can look at it and kind of figure out how things work there. And then let's just do maybe 45, and then we'll be done. So 45, again, this is up 3 and down 3. So this is where jumps get a little bit more difficult. And if you look right after 45, you can see that if you replace the oligon with a patesti, you end up getting a fluttered up 3. And that's pretty much how all these work. When you get up to these bigger jumps, just replace the oligon with a patesti, or put a patesti beneath the jump down, and you get a fluttered or a stressed symbol. So number 45. Unlock. 3, 4. La 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 Nice. So that's where these jumps start getting a little more tricky. So we start getting all sorts of different intervals. And this is where, if you do ni pa vu, you at least have some sort of crutch to know, okay, I know I should be on vu. Where's vu? But yeah. So but it gets more difficult to sing them that way.
I might forget my knee, so I wouldn't even know where vu would be.
Oh, okay. So like if it's like ni pa vu ga, you know it have to be on knees. That's ni ga,
Well,
ni ga,
that
ni ga,
part,
ni
I just
pa.
wouldn't remember where me was.
Oh yeah. We'll see. So and the final thing, if you have the God is the Lord from last week, yeah, just take it right back out. And now you know everything in here.
In the whole church.
So if you notice last week we stopped after God is the Lord and hath appeared unto us. Now we know what happens on blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. So if this is our ane ane ke zo ni zo ke li ke.
I need a minute to review.
Okay. So we have our.
Okay. That's that thing. Is that here?
Which one? What are you looking for? Blessed? Anyone can help her? You can help each other.
Oh, it looks like it's up to notes, but it has
Up to you.
Huh?
Yep, up to you. And it's got a little thing beneath him, but ignore that thing.
Oh, well, see, I'm thinking, what's
Oh,
the thing?
that's just how to articulate. That means to scoop. If you remember, we talked about scoops slightly last week.
The big
So,
thing, the
yep, the little swoopy guy underneath that. So, that just means.
Is that on here somewhere?
No, I don't think I put it in there. So, appeared unto us, blessed is he that come, blessed is he that come.
Something that we never do in Western music.
Yep. So if you look at appeared, and hath appeared unto us, blessed is he that cometh. Yeah. All these little little emphasis, a little oomph underneath it. So this is where you get to slide and scoop up to the note. It's written in the music, so please do it as is appropriate. But then again, I haven't really taught you that, so we'll get there. But if you want to scoop, you're more than welcome. I'll scoop.
Awesome.
So
As long as it's ice cream, I'm cool with that.
so is there any questions on this before we just read it with the words? Okay. Aeones, God is the Lord and hath appeared unto us. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. One more time. God is the Lord and hath appeared unto us. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. All right. So technically this would be, God is the Lord and hath appeared unto us. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord.
You didn't flutter the he.
There was no time.
Oh.
Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. If you listen to real good Greek singers or Arab singers, they're fluttering all over the place in places that you didn't even know it was possible to flutter. Me being a white boy with no fluttering abilities, I try as much as I can. So there you are, music. We sang more music in the other one, all sorts of music. So getting more and more into music, and now you got the jumps. The next thing we'll keep practicing the jumps because the jumps won't come in time, and then we'll get into rhythm because rhythm is kind of a complicated thing. Unlike everything else is perfectly straightforward. So any questions before we break?
So what's life like next week?
Like what do we go to?
Yeah.
Then we'll practice some of these. Maybe I'll break out some music, some simple music that with jumps, and we'll have to skip around because rhythm is a thing that enters music, so we'll try and do some simple music without rhythms if we can find it. And then after that, next week we'll probably start talking about retroactive rhythm and how that works, because rhythm in Byzantine music is backwards to how you would think about it, but it makes sense in my mind at least. I can't guarantee that it will make sense in your mind.
No, I just like that name, retroactive rhythm. Sounds like a band or something.
It could be. So, and you'll see why I mean retroactive when we do it. So, but yeah, so more complicated rhythms, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Alright.
Great.
So.
Bring symbols.
Yeah, we'll start getting a little more exotic. So.
We're
Cool.
gonna become Coptics?
Yeah.
Well, so